channel. Today I am back at my friend Dave's house and I am working on his 77 Datsun 280Z. We got all the glass out of it, and as you can see, there's a little bit of rust in here. Now we're going to treat it, but we got to get all this stuff out of here and make sure there ain't no more rust in it. So we're going to take this 3M paint and rust stripper wheel I got on the drill. We're going to strip it all down. Now we're going to do the same thing along the windshield seam here, because we want to get that all good and clean for when we go to prime the car, because it's all getting primed. And we want to make sure it's good and clean and there's no rust or anything hiding in them seams. So, and then if we got time, I might start sanding down the engine bay a little bit, because it's got to get pretty prepped for paint. Because I know in the one video we were talking about putting a 3.7 out of a Mustang in here, but he's changed the game plan and he is going to put a 350 Chevy in it. Now, we're still looking for the motor, but we got to get this area prepped. That way, when it's time we get the motor, we can just drop it in. So, but I'm going to start on this and kind of show you how it comes out. So, hang tight and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now. As you can see from before, that wheel does a pretty good job of taking out the old paint and the rust even. You know, this still has to be treated with a rust stopper, and then once it's treated, then I'll have to go over it and probably put just a little bit of Bondo in it just to smooth out the surface. That way it's nice and smooth for when we go to put the windows back in. But like I said, the guy had to get that stuff stopped, so we got it all cleaned up. Now we're going to work either on the windshield or the back window here, so I'll check back in with you and show you how the progress on that goes. Okay, we got a little bit more done here. Now, if you remember when we started, that all had paint on it. These stripping wheels are like, at the local parts store, like $12 a piece, but they tear through layers of paint like no other. So, I mean, if you've got a big lip of paint that you're trying to chew through, I highly recommend them 3M paint and rust stripper wheels. So, I'm going to keep working here and see what we come up with and show you guys an update here in a few minutes. Alright, we're back. Now, as you can see, we got all the way across the top of the trunk lid, or hatch, or whatever you want to call it, all the way down and around. This has all been done before, so I didn't have to do this. So, got all the way up along there. So the back window, once I prime it, it's basically ready to go. It can be stuck back in after the car's painted, so that way we got all the old paint off of the surface. That way ain't got no high spots. So I think I'm going to start working in the engine bay a little bit, and we'll check back in with you. Okay, we're back. There's a couple places I did like this. This is where the Z badges were, and we didn't get them off till here recently, so I had to take the drill and with that rust removing disc and take that paint down on them two spots as well. Just that way everything's nice and uniform. So I still got this window to do here yet, but this one doesn't have a lot of rust in it, so I'm not as concerned with that one, because the other one had a lot of rust in it. That one looks pretty good. It'll have to be stripped, but this is the one that I was more concerned with, because you can see the pitting in that one. So, but I mean, there's still a few spots that got to be done. We're getting closer though. Transmission still got to come out. I got that side of the engine bay pretty well sanded down. I mean, there's still a little work to do over there and down along the sides, but I got to get some more sandpaper. I'm just about out. So, kind of where today's video is probably going to conclude at. Yeah, clean up the shop here, because, well, it's a goddamn disaster area. So, I did a little bit on that side. But yeah, I mean, this is going to be an ongoing project. We'll keep you guys up to date on it as it goes. Actually, I think the last time I did a video on this car, it still had a dash in it, which, as you can see, does not exist anymore. Actually, the only thing that's really in it is the heater core and the steering wheel. Everything else has been stripped the hell out of it. There's all the wiring out of it. So there's some mounts and stuff like this mount here, them little brackets over there, that just little fixtures from when the original motor was in it that got to come off. So, which the original motor is right there. And actually, this is a good motor. And I don't know if he's going to sell this motor or not, but it's a possibility, so you never know. I mean, if it goes up for sale, I'll definitely tell you guys on the video about it. So it does run, you know, it's a good motor, so he just wanted to go a different direction. So the hood is pretty well ready to go for paint for the most part. I got a couple spots down there on where the air vents, heat extractors or air vents or whatever you call them go. But other than that, we're pretty well set, I think, here pretty soon. I'm figuring probably by spring this car will be in full primer ready for paint. But it's one of them things. It's definitely a project. So if you like the video, please hit the like button, please subscribe, and have a great day.